You might assume that when a woman develops feelings, she'll express them through grand, dramatic gestures. But in reality, it's often much more subtle. And unless you understand what to look for, these signals can pass by completely unnoticed. I once had a friend, Daniel, who was convinced a woman in his life was simply being nice. But when he told me some of the things she had been saying, it was immediately clear to me that she was interested in him. He just didn't see it. In his words, she never said she liked me. That's exactly the point. Most women don't say it outright. Instead, they communicate through small, seemingly ordinary phrases that carry much deeper meaning. One thing a woman might say is, "I feel like I can tell you anything." At first glance, it sounds like a sign of trust between friends. But psychologically, it's far more significant. It's a subtle signal of emotional safety, which often comes before physical attraction. When a woman begins to share her fears, her past, or even awkward or embarrassing memories, she's opening the door to a private part of her world, the part she doesn't easily share. This kind of openness usually isn't casual. It means she feels secure with you in a way that sets you apart. Another phrase that often goes unnoticed is, "I wish more guys were like you." It might seem like a simple compliment, but beneath the surface, it's a quiet comparison. She's pointing out that you've done something most others haven't. Maybe you've listened, shown empathy, or respected her boundaries in a way that left an impression. In these moments, Stoic philosophy reminds us not to respond with arrogance or excitement. The real strength lies in staying centered and composed. Stay grounded. That's where attraction grows strongest. Not in desperation, but in calm, quiet confidence. One of the most overlooked phrases a woman might say is, "I was thinking about what you said." On the surface, it seems like a small, passing remark. Psychologically, it carries weight. It means your words are lingering in her mind even when you're not around. Neurologically, repeated thoughts about a person help form emotional bonds. If she's remembering your advice, repeating your jokes, or bringing up small details from past conversations, it's a strong sign that her thoughts keep returning to you. That kind of mental and emotional presence isn't accidental. Here's where it becomes even more subtle. Women often say these things casually, sometimes in passing, and rarely with any overt emotional emphasis. But what truly matters is consistency. If you begin to notice a pattern, if these kinds of comments appear repeatedly over time, it's not coincidence. It's connection. A Stoic man doesn't chase after confirmation or seek constant validation. He simply observes the truth without forcing it, without needing to be told outright. When I explained all this to Daniel, he started to reflect on his recent conversations with her. Slowly, it dawned on him. She had said every single one of these things. And once he stopped overanalyzing and simply remained present, grounded, and composed, her interest became obvious. She began making more effort, reaching out first, and investing in the connection with a new kind of intention. The key isn't to react with excitement or fear. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control another person's feelings, we can always control our own actions, our focus, our energy, and our self-respect. When you meet a woman's subtle signs with calm strength, you don't just hold her interest, you deepen it. So, remember this, when she tells you she feels like